go. Hi, Ms. Jin. Welcome to the National Critics' Choice here in Singapore. Tell us more about your inspiration behind this project, winning corporate reputation strategies.
That's right. Well, actually, the inspiration really came from many months of discussion with Mark Chong, a very good friend of mine and a partner in crime, as you know, on this book. He and I had talked for a great deal of time about the importance of really creating a very strong foundation of professionals in the corporate affairs space, doing corporate communications as well as government relations, and really wondering why there isn't a book or a manual or some way in which Asia-Pacific professionals can actually learn from their own lessons here in the region. Because as you know, we are not Europe, we are not North America, and while many best practices can certainly be leveraged from these other parts of the world, Asia-Pacific has some very unique and special circumstances which we felt really could deserve a great microscope upon in really kind of analyzing that and understanding the diverse environment in which we operate.
So what are the key principles that you could impart from the lessons that you put together in this book?
Well, I think there are a number of key lessons, actually, then we talk about that in the book. But you will see from the various challenges that the authors have contributed to the book and the various narratives that we share from chapter to chapter, you'll find a couple of things. Number one, managing corporate reputation really comes down to understanding and then having an action plan for how you manage your stakeholders. And stakeholders to a business can be defined very diversely, from internal stakeholders, such as employees, to external stakeholders, from customers to government to media. So the first and most important thing is to actually understand who your stakeholders are and have an action plan for how you're going to effectively manage those stakeholders against a plan that delivers against the business's priorities. I think another really important lesson that comes out of this book is that you don't manage stakeholders in a vacuum, that it is an iterative process. One does not develop a plan, execute it, and then win. One actually has to tweak and what we call, course correct as you go, because we are operating in a very dynamic socio-political landscape in an environment that's ever-changing. Laws and regulations come and go, and there's a lot of gray area. And it's important that the corporate affairs professional and the team ensure that CEOs understand that this is a very iterative process and that plans need to be looked at, reviewed, tweaked, and constantly being focused around the end goal. And that's actually a very important part of the lessons that we talk about in the book.
Well, thank you, Ms. Jin, once again, and we look forward more of your latest new book that you might have in mind in the near future.
Thank you very much. Thank